Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Special Indie Vault live stream we're doing. We're doing this live stream to talk about and to announce the nominees for the Indie Vault Comic Book Award show. And though the nominees have been a long time coming, we wanted to make sure that that they were done correctly. We didn't want anybody we want to look at the books and see, which ones are going to be nominated. Let's talk a bit about the award show. The award show is scheduled for Saturday, September 18th at 7 o'clock, so at 7:30 at the venue not too far from me. But they've recently had some problems with their their guest attendance. The issue is they may want everyone to prove that they've been vaccinated. And I know that some people, because of their health issues, underlying health issues, they haven't been vaccinated yet. And we're talking about fully vaccinated, not just one shot, like completely vaccinated. So we are trying to work with them to figure out if that's going to be a thing that we can do, or if we can bypass that, at least because of the time amount of time that we have. So we want to, but tonight is about announcing the nominees and who we're going to be looking at to take awards home this lovely September. We got a couple different award choices now, award categories. Now I'm having a bit of a problem with my computer loading up some of the acquired imagery, but I'm just going to have to upload them to to StreamYard here, and hopefully you guys can bear with me. I know it's going to look won't be as pretty as I had planned, but it will work nonetheless. So Lola, we're going to start with I guess we should not introduce ourselves. Everyone knows me. My name is Varian Graham, the founder of IndieVolt Media LLC. Started making comics way back in 2008, and I'm a comic book artist, publisher, distributor, creator, all that stuff. But father, geek, gamer, husband, reluctant taxpayer, not necessarily in that order. And who are you, ma'am?
I am Lola, your indie princess, and I am the EIC over at indievolt.com, and I am a judge for the award show.
That's right. One of our esteemed judges.
You muted.
I know. So one of our esteemed judges, who is you should be very happy with yourself. So I want to put up in a category right now, one that I'm watching very closely because it is going to be it's down between two people, and that is best comic strip. Now, the way it worked is you would have to nominate. You can nominate yourself, or someone else can nominate you, and a best comic strip, Miss Lola, is here we go, folks. Look at that. Indie Vote Comic Book Awards official nominees: Best Comic Strip, Beware of Toddler from George Gant, and Duplex from Glenn McCoy. I enjoy both those strips, and I think that that's a hell of a race right there. Man, I'm glad I'm not a judge.
I'm sure you are.
George, but congratulations to both our nominees, George Gant and Glenn McCoy, over for the nominations. Sarah, hanging out. She's good evening, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
So yeah, there we go. Indie Vote Comic Book Awards official nominees: Best Comic Strip, George Gant for Beware of Toddler, and Duplex from Glenn McCoy. So we'll see in just in a little while here who's gonna, well, not today obviously, but we'll see who will take that award at the show. I don't know.
In the chat.
Yeah. Oh, is Jake there? Yeah, the Jake best comic strip. See you there next year. Yeah, Jake would Jake's got something for him. So best comic strip. And these also will be posted over on the indievoteawards.com website, as well as the IndieVote Facebook, and probably the regular IndieVote site after tonight's show, after the stream is over. So we've got best comic strip. Well, that's done. Best comic strip is done.
What do you got for us next?
Well, I was hoping that I would have again, I should have all these ready to go. But because of my computer, it's like, nah. So best ongoing series. And this one, it came out between 3 people, 3 titles.
Another tight race.
Another one, yeah. Best ongoing series: AWF Primetime from Joe D. McPhee, Glorified from Brian Tashima, and Chromosome 96 from Hugo Lucas Pinto. Now, this is an ongoing series. I mean, this comic book is slated to keep going. Issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of the qualifiers for getting into this one is that you had to have multiple issues. So you had to have issues 1, 2, 3, 4, to show that there were, multiple issues of this book. So these are 3 of the books that were chosen as nominees for the award show this year. Again, they're AWF Primetime from Joe D. McPhee, Glorified from Brian Tashima, and Chromosome 96 from Hugo Lucas Pinto. That's another tight race. 3 people. Somebody's at the trophy home. Jake says that I forgot to fuel the computer with smeared off. Yeah. I didn't. I didn't do what I was supposed to do, Jake. I'm kind of sad. Another one that I'm gonna be watching very closely here is
you're gonna be watching them all closely.
I'm gonna be watching them all close, but I'm telling you, there are some that I'm like, oh man, I'm biting my nails for, because even though I don't have any interest, I don't have any vested interest in people winning. It's just like I'm eager to see who wins, because it's like maybe it's like my playoffs or something. But best letterer, we're gonna have best letterer at the award show, and your nominees for best letterer are for Monster MD, Eric Weathers. Don't Pay the Ferryman by McLean McGuire. And 2 stories from Joshua Kimball. Best letterer. Those are your submissions and official nominees. Monster MD, Eric Weathers, Don't Pay the Ferryman, McLean McGuire, and 2 stories from Joshua Kimball. Hope I'm pronouncing everyone's names correctly too, by the way, because it's just sometimes I mess up with names. But I'm only watching that one very closely because I've looked through all of these letterers' work, and it's gonna be that's gonna
be a hard one.
Yeah, I'm glad I am not in these. I'm not a judge. I'm glad. There's Mary Machine Gun in the chat. Hey, Mary Machine Gun, Mr. Max DeVille. So best letterer, Lola. Best letterer. Best letterer. Again, another tight one. Let's look at who was selected for best inker. Now, best inker is I can't ink for crap. But I only ink my own stuff, because if anyone else does it, then I always think, well, not everyone.
You're a good inker. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Well, there are people who have inked my work. I'm like, oh man, this looks great. And then, but those people are usually expensive. So, yeah. Best inker. Are you ready? Okay.
Let's go.
Best inker nominees are Monster MD. Again, Monster MD, seeing that pop up again. The inker on there, Marco, is that Makanji? Makanji. I'm gonna go with Marco Makanji. 2 stories, Joshua Kimball. Worms Crawl In from Dan Schmidt, and Only Death Can Save Us from Russ Leach. Best inker again, Monster MD.
Hard one.
Marco Makanji. 2 stories, Joshua Kimball. Worms Crawl In, Dan Schmidt, and Only Death Can Save Us from Russ Leach. Best inker. That's again. I've read all those books, man. I've read them all.
Why are you making my job so hard?
Yeah. Jake says, Russ versus Marco. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm sorry, your job. I would have never been a judge, but then that's why I didn't decide to be a judge, because I knew stuff like this could happen, horrible things, and now your jobs are all the more.
Jake wants to know if we're taking bets.
I thought about that. I thought about like some type of fan interaction, being like, "Hey, who do you think is gonna win?" We may do something very close to that. Salazar Art Nation says Joshua Kimball. That's right. That's right. Let's see who else we got, Lola. What's our next category? Should I guess to look at best design? So
Sure.
best design is the way the book was put together. It's looking at, is there any like graphics on the page and on a part of the story, cover, it's like the whole construction and the feel of the book, the aesthetic, if you will, of the book, right? So here we go. Best design. Your nominees are Monster MD again, Von Klaus, Only Death Can Save Us from Russ Leach, Two Stories from Joshua Kimball, and Blood Hunt from Simon Pothier.
That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Simon Pothier showing up for the first time here on our nominees for Blood Hunt. Only Death Can Save Us from Russ Leach, Two Stories from Joshua Kimball, and Monster MD Von Klaus rounding out our nominees for best design of their book. Very, very interesting. Man, that's a lot of talent right there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of talent. Sarah says comic book or comic strip being judged. Yeah, one of the comic strips that's been nominated is Duplex from Glenn McCoy and Beware of Toddler from George Gant, who that's a very funny strip. Both strips are really funny. Stream might have to pot. Yeah, we could. Von Klaus, the devil himself, versus Kimball. Dang it. This is hard. Yeah, it's gonna be rough for our judges. Oh man, poor judges. Whatever will they do?
Drink.
Yeah, I'm trying to save like some of the big ones for last, guys. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I know that might be infuriating for some people, but there's a method to the madness. There's a method, I promise. So we are, but don't worry, this is a very short broadcast. We won't be here all day, I promise you. All right, and I'm gonna bring them all up so we have them ready to go. Hopefully my computer doesn't crash again. If that happens, then Lola's gonna have to wing it. She'll do interpretive dance. We'll be off there. So we did best design. Let's look at best cover. Best cover. Your nominees for best cover in the Indie Vote Comic Book Awards are Monster MD again, Von Klaus and Marco McCogney. Only Death Can Save Us, Russ Leach, and Blood Hunt, Simon Papier. So best cover nominees. That's I believe that I can see all those covers in my head because they're covers that stick. And when I think of covers like that,
back out now.
Nah, it's too late. Too late. When I think of best covers, I think of covers that are you think of them and they're iconic, like Jim Lee's X-Men books, or a lot of the early Spawn books. Those covers, Witchblade, those covers are stuck in my head. I think every Mike Turner cover's head is stuck in my head, but yeah, those iconic covers, and I can see the cover to each of those books as I read the names. So, and for a lot of you, let's see here. I need to get Russ's book, says Salazar. Yeah. Quantum Entangle publishes how can Zenphonic Versus get nominated next time? It's really simple. There's indievoteawards.com. You can go to the site and you can sign up there. Obviously, for this season, or the awards are nominations or submissions are closed. But next year submissions will open pretty soon, and we'll let everyone know. We'll give everybody a longer time to actually submit as well. See here, Max said lots of repeat books. I have to check out the MD book. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. Monster MD looks like a pretty good book, and I've got a chance to flip through it and check it out, and it's a nice looking book. Jake says, Salazar Our Nation, I think there'll be a backer slot available when book 2 comes around to get the first. Yeah, they should. If you're smart, you'll do that. All right, time to get to the meat. Time to get to some meat. Best anthology. Best anthology. It's only 2.
That's a tight one then.
Lords of Cosmos by Jason Lennox and Getting the Game from Pat Koala.
Both good books.
Lords of Cosmos, Jason Lennox, and Getting the Game from Pat Koala are your 2 nominees for Best Anthology. Again, Getting the Game is a video game based book, and Lord of Cosmos is sci-fi. And again, 2 different genres, but still a hard choice. Anthologies being, books that contain more than one story, if anyone's wondering what the qualification was to get in there. And if you obviously, I think a lot of you know, when you sign up for IndieVote Comic Awards, there was a small submission fee to do so, very small, like $1 or $2. And that goes to charity, that submission money. We don't keep it. Wish we would have. Looking back on it, man, we should have really kept that money.
Goes to a good charity, though.
Mm-hmm. Now, best webcomic. I believe Sarah asked about it. Best webcomic. Submissions go. Beware of Toddler again in webcomics. So it's making a second repeat here. And Sunrise Blossom from Nina Daisy Aberline. I can't pronounce her last name correctly. I'm sorry, Nina. But Sunrise Blossom and Beware of Toddler for the best webcomic. So Beware of Toddler, George Gant, and Sunrise Blossom, Nina Daisy Aberline. Best webcomic. And I've read both of those. Sunrise Blossom I read on Webtoon. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
And Beware of Toddler is always brightening my my timeline on Facebook. So
yeah.
Again, man, I dodged a bullet by not being a judge, let me tell you.
Keep rubbing it in.
You guys are going to lose friends.
Everybody loves me.
Do they, though?
They do.
Okay. Yeah. See if they love you after these awards are named. So let's look at best color.
I'll just blame it on everybody else. I'll be like, no, I voted for you. See, everyone else didn't.
We'll do best colors. Jesus, I thought Imperial Bowl submitted this. I don't believe he did. Best colorist. Tanya Wicker for Monster MD. Karen Nicole and Alfred Trujillo for Fire Bitch. Chromosome 96, Anders Zarate, and Marion Max from Keith Carmona. There we go. Monster MD.
That's a good lineup.
Wicker. Fire Bitch, Karen Nicole and Alfred Trujillo. I think that's spelled incorrect. We're going to fix that. And Chromosome 96, Anders Zarate, and Marion Max, Keith Carmona. Those are your nominees for Best Colorist. Fire Bitch is colored very well. And Chromosome 96, it looks like a cartoon. It really looks like a cartoon moving around the page. It's really cool. Really cool. All these books are colored well, but I remember when I got a chance to look through Chromosome 96 very quickly, and I thought that color really popped on that page. Let's see, who else do we have here now?
Max says, just wait till next year. They're going to have so many books to submit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everyone will throw books at me left and right. It's going to be horrible. It's horrible. So best graphic novel. Let's get to some meat here, folks. Let's get to a biggie. Best graphic novel. Are you ready?
Drum roll.
Your nominees for best graphic novel in the IndieVote Comic Book Awards are Lifeline from Nandor Fox Schaefer. Only Death Can Save Us, Russ Leach. Worms Crawling and Dan Schmidt. Monster MD from Von Klaus. Two Stories from Joshua Kimball. Blood Hunt from Simon Pothier, AWF Primetime from Jody McPhee, and Fishes May Come Back from, I'm going to not be able to pronounce your name, Emery Altendag. Altendag? I should have had like someone here with much more fine than me, like a Mike Jimmy or someone who could pronounce. I don't even need him, but Emery Altendag. Fishes May Come Back, AWF Primetime from Jody McPhee, Blood Hunt from Simon Pothier, Two Stories from Joshua Kimball, Monster MD from Blonde Klaus, Lifeline, Nandor Fox Schaefer, Only Death Can Save Us from Russ Leach, and Worms Crawl In from Dan Schmidt. Best graphic novel, and graphic novels had to at a page count. I believe was it 42, 48 pages the book had to be. Square bound, I believe. I'm not sure if it had to be square bound, but it definitely had to be a certain, there's a page count. So that's gonna be it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. Eight nominees now. Most nominees so far.
Mm-hmm.
Most nominees so far. Yikes, folks. What should we go to next? Best. Should we look at best? Well, let's see. We still have best. I'll close that one out. Okay. We still have best writer. Did we do best writer? We didn't do best writer yet, did we? Okay.
No.
All right. Best webcomic and best anthology. We did that one. Best colorist. All right. So we will do best writer. Get into the meat of it now, folks. Best writer. Lifeline, Nandor Fox Schaefer. Don't Pay the Ferryman, Chris Hayes. Worms Crawl In, Dan Schmidt. Glorified by Brian Tashima. Two Stories, Joshua Kimball. And Blood Hunt, Simon Pothier. Best writer. You know, I don't consider myself a writer anymore, and this is why. Look at the names and look at the books. I don't consider, because I just say I create comics now. Call myself a writer. I don't know. I was told because Brian K. Morris told me it might be me feeling like imposter syndrome, but I assure you it's talent based and skill based. And I'm a sucky writer, but I mean, my stories entertain, but you know, there are people who actually hone the craft of writing, and I'm not one of them. So, respect to everybody, respect to the nominees. Looking forward to seeing who takes away the trophy. They're all winners.
Hi, Pops.
They're all winners here. All right, so that was best writer, and you guys may start to hear some rumbling. Storms are getting ready to creep in over me, so we're going to be wrapping up very shortly here, but. We still got a couple more nominations to go through. And let's see here. So we did best graphic novel. Okay.
Yes.
And you think I'd have some order to these things, right? But I don't.
No.
And we are going to look at best artist, our best artist nominations, which are sure to grip the internet tomorrow and be everyone's water cooler conversation. Get that trash soda out of here, variant. Sorry, it's all I had. All I had around here. Best artist. Here we go, folks. Best artist. Worms Crawl In, Dan Schmidt. Fire Bitch, Karen Nicole and Afro Julio. It's 183 Degree Publishing. Lifeline by Emily Schnall. That's Emily Schnall doing the artwork on Lifeline for her story in there. Monster MD, Marco McCogany. Lords of Cosmos, Jason Lennox. Blood Hunt, Simon Pothier. Two Stories by Joshua Kimball. Only Death Can Save Us from Russ Leach. And Glorified, Jenny Ho. And those are your best artist nominees for the Indie Vote Comic Book Awards.
That's a tough one.
That's 9 different names. 9 different books. That's I keep saying it's going to be a hard choice. I don't know who's going to take it, and I'm not going to know because I'm not a judge. So I've taken myself out of the realm of blame, Um, and wow, I'm glad, man. That forward thinking, I'm a genius. Best artist again, Worms Crawling and Dan Schmidt, Monster MD, Marco McCogney, Two Stories by Joshua Kimball, Fire Bitch by Karen Nicole and Alfred Giglio, Lords of Cosmos by Jason Lennox, Only Death Can Save Us, Russ Leach, Lifeline, Emily Schnall, Blood Hunt, Simon Pothier, and Glorified Jenny Ho. So, with that being said, I think we've gone through most of them, but we're gonna get to we're gonna do what will be the best comic.
That's the last one.
Yep, best comic. I think I've gone through all of them. Best comic. Here we go. Are you ready? Ready for this? She's not ready.
No, I'm not.
Best comic. Here we go. Best comic will be Two Stories from Joshua Kimball, Fire Bitch, Karen Nicole, Alfred Giglio, Lifeline, Nandor Fox Schaefer, Monster MD, Von Klaus, Lords of Cosmos, Jason Lennox, Dennis Fallon, and Jason Palmatier, and Blood Hunt by Simon Pothier. It's 6 different titles, 6 different nominees, all deserving of an award because all those are really good books.
Yeah.
I kind of get that whole thing when people say it's an honor to be nominated, but I mean, amongst this group of people, it's a pretty ambitious and pretty big name. Pretty like there's a lot of power. There's a lot of comic artists, comic creative power right there, man. There's a lot of talent.
Yeah, and different genres.
Yeah, in different genres, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Again, Two Stories by Joshua Kimball, Monster MD, Von Klaus, Fire Bitch, Karen Nicole and Alfred Giglio, Lords of Cosmos of Jason Lennox and Dennis Fallon, Jason Palmatier, Lifeline by Nandor Fox Schaefer, and Blood Hunt by Simon Pothier. Again, just so many talented individuals. I wish that we can get them all down for the awards, but travel being what it is, we don't know if we can get people down for stuff. So we going over best design, best cover, best anthology, best graphic novel, best writer, best webcomic, best anthology. Did I miss anything? Best colorist, best comic, best artist, best comic strip, best ongoing series. Yeah, so I've read all of those. Best letter, inker, colorist, and comic. There you got it, folks. There you go. Those are your nominees for the Indie Vote Comic Book Awards.
There's only one that wasn't shared.
Is there one that wasn't shared?
We need to still put up the fan poll.
Oh yeah, the fan poll. The fan poll will go up tonight, and you guys will have an opportunity to vote and put in whoever you want you think should deserve an award, and that will go into our fan pool.
But it has to be from 2019, 2020.
Correct. Let's see. Sarah says, titles of the books make it difficult to judge because some of them jump out at me. Yeah. Some of them are. Some of them are pretty. Some of them because they've been marketed very well. Titles are hard nations. If he hasn't talked about it recently, he ought to self-promote, teach him your ways, and hound him. Yeah. We are very excited though for the award show. Now, again, I said we've always said that if something happens to the venue, being the current situation with getting people all around and getting people to gather in one spot, that we would do it online. That became a thing, and so we're still looking at that. But I would much rather have the award show in a venue, live stream it with a live audience. But we'll let everyone know in probably Wednesday what we're going to do, because again, the pandemic being what it is, it's made it so that we can't really get having people around each other, which we don't want anybody to get sick. We also don't want to break any laws. So we have to work with the venue and what they're telling us.
State.
And the state, who obviously the venue does what the state tells them to do. So there we are with that. We'll go that route and we'll let everyone know what we're going to do this Wednesday. Yeah, Nando in the chat says honor for life want to be nominated. Thank you guys. Yeah, you took home a couple different nominations, so congratulations to you, sir. And we're looking forward to passing out some awards and having some fun at the award show. And that has been it for us. Now, this nomination list will go on indievote.com as well as the Indie Vote Comic Book Awards after the show. Give it about 20 or so minutes if you want to double check. And other than that, yeah, it's been great being here with you guys. You can hear the rain maybe creeping in. It's starting to rain very heavily. It sounds like someone's frying chicken behind me.
We got severe thunderstorms coming.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here with us. Please, you know, if you know anybody who was nominated, maybe didn't pop in the chat. Let them know, hey, you've been nominated, and can't wait to get them trophies. You know, hopefully they win. Also, nomination laurels should be going out by Tuesday. So if anybody was nominated, you should be getting your laurels in the email you provided by Tuesday. So keep
congrats to everyone that was nominated.
Congratulations. And yeah, that's it, guys. Everybody stay safe. Have a great rest of your Sunday and have an even better week. You can catch Randy and I Tuesday, Randy, I, and Indie Princess Tuesday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Indie Vote Live. Wow, we're pretty sure we'll go over all this again.
Probably.
Until then, though, folks, stay safe. Try to leave this industry a better place than you found it. And we'll see you soon. I'll take us out of here. I think, maybe.
Bye, guys.
Bye, folks. Remember, as Daphne Lage says, bye, indie comics, especially ours. See you later.